What's going on, guys? It's your average consumer, and today we're gonna be spending a real day in the life with the LG Stylo 3 Plus, a phone that costs less than $200. Now, if you've never seen one of my real day in the life videos, this is where I take you on a full day of usage with the phone so I can let you know how it holds up in the real world. And huge shout out to MetroPCS for not only sponsoring today's video, but putting this phone on my radar. But they asked for a real day in the life test, so here we go.
All right, guys, so right now we are at the park and I gotta test out the camera. First and foremost, it's one of the most important features on a phone to me. So I've got my dog Cookie here. We're gonna take a bunch of pictures with her and see how it goes. Oh, do you see that? All right, Cook. You want it? All right, we got one shot. Sit. Eye contact over here. Yeah. Yeah, got a couple of shots there, but good girl, you deserve it. So let's actually take a look at one of those pictures. Oh, not bad. Look at her, she looks cute. That actually looks really sharp. Okay, Cookie, you ready? Kiss? Uh-oh, I missed it. Cookie, kiss? Kiss? Let's see if I got it. Let's see if I got it. Ooh, there we go. All right, so the selfie we took, really not that bad. But once you zoom in, you can kind of start seeing the imperfections here, like some artifacting. So it does look a little weird when you zoom in really, really close. But for the most part, it's not bad. For the price, gotta keep that in mind. This is actually pretty solid. So a feature I'm really happy to see on this phone is the fingerprint scanner. So I just tap my finger right here and it turns it on really quickly. I don't even have to press the button. So that is awesome. Definitely happy to see that here. All right, guys, so right now we're headed to UPS store. We gotta return some dresses that Ari didn't want. So let's go do this. So while Ari's taking care of that, I'm gonna play some Pokemon Go, see if there's anything interesting around. There's actually a Pokestop right there. Might have to leave her for a bit and go check that out. All right, so that Pokestop was kind of far, but I got me a little Poliwag over here. Now, I know everybody's like, Pokemon Go is dead, but you know me. I don't care. Ooh, caught it. Haha. All right, so I haven't had a chance to check out the data speeds on MetroPCS, so I want to know what I'm working with throughout the day, so I got speed test open, and let's see what we've got. So it's testing the ping. Oh, what? This thing was hitting 30s. Okay, so it looks like we're capping out at, capped out at about 29 megabits. So that is really impressive. It was well over 29 before too. So we got to see what that upload is like. It's not one-sided. Oh, what? Oh, what the heck? Yo, come from behind wind. Let's try that again. Let's see. You can't just do one. Yo, that download speed is impressive. 30, yo, it's like chilling at, oh. Okay, 37 down. Upload is, what?
That's really good.
That's great, 30? Nah, that's nuts. Well, I don't know. I'm in New Jersey, so data speeds are all right over here. Wow, that is crazy good. Nice. So I think it's safe to say we'll be all right for the rest of the day.
Yeah, that was unexpected.
That was insane. So Ari's angry because somebody just honked her.
Yeah.
Well, right now we're using the GPS as, we're using the phone as a GPS because we're gonna go get some ramen, some Japanese curry, and we are super hyped. But we also have been putting this battery through its paces. We've been playing Pokemon, I've been playing Pokemon Go. I've been using it as a GPS here. And we took a bunch of photos and videos with Cookie.
Yeah, we have a 20-minute car ride, so our GPS is gonna be on for some time.
Yeah, so we'll be using it for a while. What's it at right now, can you see?
It is at 73%.
73%. We're a good chunk of the way in terms of the day, so not bad. This has a 3,000 milliamp hour battery. I think it's 3,050 milliamp hours. So it's a pretty sizable battery. Should last throughout the whole day, hopefully. All right, well, as you guys can see, we are at Gundam Planet. Had to make a quick pit stop before we got some ramen, but we have about 66% left. And how long of a drive was that?
It was up 25 minutes.
25 minutes. So a lot of GPS, battery definitely took a hit, but we'll see how long it lasts throughout the rest of the day. All right, so right now we're in Gundam Planet. I figure this is the perfect place for some indoor shots since there's just so much goodness around here. But instead of a Gundam, I'm gonna take a picture of this little tiny Goku over here. See what we could get from this. Not bad. Well, now it's a little soft, I'd say. The center is fine, but it looks like around the edges, it gets really soft. Or maybe because he's further back, it might just be a positional thing. Let's see, if I move him closer. Okay, that was actually just out of focus. Now let's try this again. Okay, so this is the newer one. Let's see. Goku's sharp, he looks good. Yeah, Piccolo was just out of focus before. Not bad. Instagram worthy, I'd say.
Yeah, the indoor shots look good.
Yeah.
So he has been known to take hours shopping for Gunpla, and I'm not interested in that at all. So I figure I'll catch up on the McClure twins. These are my favorite little twins to watch. They're so cute. I'm a twin myself. I don't know if you guys know that, but I am. And I just see me and my sister in them so much. So they're so cute. But this is the perfect time to look at the display and talk about it a little bit. So we have a 5.7-inch display here, which is pretty nice. It's nice and big, perfect for watching YouTube videos. And we have a 1080p display as well. So it looks really, really good. I'm liking the thin bezels at the top and the bottom. But yeah, definitely no complaints in terms of the display. It's nice and bright, colorful, really nice.
Guys, so here is the food and it looks amazing. I'm so excited.
Me too.
So I gotta take some pictures. Let's see how the new camera does with some food shots. Oh, this looks so good. The ramen though, let's see. Oh, the pictures are good.
Yeah, these indoor shots look really good.
Wow. These look really good. Like I'm really surprised. This really honestly does not feel like a budget phone. Battery life is pretty good so far too. I've got 49% and I'm over 2 hours of screen on time. So it's looking really solid for about 180 bucks. All right guys, so we finished eating food. We're actually recording this section of the video with the LG Stylo, but this camera records in 1080p. So you're getting 1080p footage. You're also getting the audio from the camera. So this is what you could expect it to sound like, look like, I guess. Let us know what you think. All right, guys, so we're back home, got the phone in hand. First off, do you guys see this desk? Do you see how things have changed already? We got a bigger desk, and Ari threw a bunch of makeup on here. But I can't complain. I have my own setups in other places, so, you know, she's doing okay. But either way, this is the LG Stylo Plus 3, right, as we've been talking about. And the reason why it has that name is actually because right here, you got a stylus. And as you can see, you get a couple of different little menu items over here. You can just drag this thing, put it wherever you want, and get access to these little items. So pretty much this is good for like writing notes. Let's say you want to jot something down really quickly, or maybe even do a screen capture. Let's say no to that, and then add something to here. So let's say I want to highlight this. Boom. So you can easily do something like this whenever you want. So, you know, cool little features. Honestly, I've never been much of a guy who uses the stylus much in phones. So like any of the Note series, something like this, I probably don't see myself using it that much. But it is super useful when you have to sign documents and send stuff like that over, which I have to do a lot. So there is some use for it. So if you like that kind of feature, it's available here. I gotta say that I just found a pretty cool feature. This little pop lens right here. You can actually use this and drag around the this little magnifying glass, which could make it a lot easier to tap things that are typically small on a screen like this. So like small text, you can go ahead and grab this, make it that much easier to click. I think that's actually pretty cool.
So right now it's like the crack of dawn. It's like 2:55 in the morning. I spent a lot of the day working on this video that I have coming up. So doing 2 videos at once, this one and this other video that I shot. But besides that, I really wasn't on the phone for the end of the day. I still got about 17% left, and we're looking at almost 4 hours of screen on time. So 3 hours and 54 minutes. And I gotta say, this thing was pretty much a trooper. We beat it down with a ton of GPS stuff, from Pokemon Go to using the GPS to get home and back from the ramen spot. We really put this to work in terms of battery life. So 3 hours and almost 4 hours of screen on time seems pretty good to me. I'm really just surprised at this phone as a whole. I really didn't expect it to be much of an experience because it's $180. At this price point, the quality that you're getting here is very surprising. So shout out to LG for putting out a really good phone. This is something that I can see myself recommending to like older family members who don't really care for all the bells and whistles but want a good phone that they can see easily on, since this has a huge screen and it just performs well. Pretty good battery life, and it's swappable too. Yeah, so you can even swap out the battery. Lots of good stuff going for this phone. Now, something I've told you guys before, I'm not a fan of the LG home screen that does not have an app drawer because it can just get super cluttered. Some people really don't care, but for me, I don't really like this because I just don't like having my apps everywhere. But there is the solution of being able to use the home screen with an app drawer. And unlike the LG G6, this one looks a lot cleaner. So here you can see it. I can just access the app drawer right there, and I've got everything that I need right there instead of having it all over the screen. And of course, you can always go with the Google Now launcher or something like that too. So you can switch it up however you want, but I am liking the fact that the version with the app drawer looks nice and clean. Now, in terms of performance, I'll be honest with you guys. I haven't had any issues. You guys saw me playing Pokemon Go earlier, and right now I'm just playing some Mario Run. Really haven't encountered any games that could slow me down. And all the basic stuff like Snapchat and Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff runs completely fine. Whoa, what happened there? Anywho, everything runs completely fine. So like I said, no issues. Honestly, it's just really surprising the kind of quality and performance you can get out of a sub $200 phone. This is definitely one to look into if you're on a budget. So there you guys have it. We spent a full day with the phone, and I of course spent some more time with it after that so I could give you guys a better formulated opinion. But I gotta say, I was completely blown away by what you can get for less than $200, but this phone isn't perfect. It has a really solid 5.7-inch 1080p display, which is huge, and I was able to watch all of my favorite things with no problem, but I gotta say it, the speaker placement is pretty weak. And it's got all the features you come to expect, like a fingerprint scanner, micro SD card slot for expandable storage on top of the 32 gigs it comes with, a stylus for those of you who are interested in that, as well as the almost extinct replaceable battery. And speaking of the battery, this one has a pretty decent one. As you guys saw, it lasted throughout the day with a bunch of GPS activities and camera tests. Now the camera is where I do think the pricing shows a bit. My issues with the camera is that unless you have a steady hand, it seems like you can run into some issues with blurry or soft pictures. This definitely isn't the camera you want to take phone photography or video seriously with, but if you're just looking for something to throw up some pictures on social media or maybe just capture a moment, this will definitely do the trick. Performance-wise, I didn't feel limited at all since I was able to do all of my daily activities with no problem. Now, we all know that this isn't going to compete with the Galaxy S8s of the world, but if you have or maybe you're interested in MetroPCS, they do offer the Galaxy S8 as well as a bunch of other premium devices. But that's about it for this video, guys. This is a great budget phone that I honestly didn't know was this good, so if you're looking for something under $200, this should definitely be on your list. And if you're interested in me looking at more phones at this lower price range and kind of weeding out which ones are the good ones, let me know with a comment down below. But if you enjoyed the video, be the cool guy or girl that gives it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Till then, it's your average consumer. Peace.